the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how. By refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
And I said, hey, oi, let's chop your penis off. Oi, can I have me penis back? Why do you have dreadlocks, you white oppressor?
Royce Lopez.
Always be aborting. A always be aborting. Always be aborting.
Breaking news.
Breaking news,
You're
guys.
hearing it only on our show first. Apparently Donald Trump has worked out a deal. He will get the wall. Unfortunately, it's going to be a rock climbing wall.
Oh, no! The other side's going to be a slide. You climb the wall up and you just
lands into a nice, clean, chlorinated pool. And then you immediately get a welfare check. Fucking A.
Oh, shit. He was a boy, he went to girl, now he wants to be a boy again.
Oh, God, just stay a girl if you're going to be this indecisive.
I think Caitlyn Jenner's a handsome woman with a great penis. Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with trannies. I just don't want to put that one's cock in my mouth.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time, here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
Oh, great. We get to kick off a whole nother week of getting called Nazis by half the country and getting called cucks by the other half of the country. Welcome aboard, everybody. It's Revenge of the Cis. The media insurgency has begun this week. Mike Shealy, Royce Lopez joining you, urging you to like, subscribe, share this stream, and rate us 5 stars and all that good stuff. Welcome aboard. Commence the jiggling, as they say.
Just everything is a fucking... You don't win no matter what you do. I got into I made a mistake. And by the way, even Dave Martell's like, great bait. I wasn't baiting anybody. All I wrote was, hey, if Idris Elba's Bond, that'll be pretty cool. He's a good actor. That's all. That's it. That's all I said. I wasn't being a dick. I wasn't trying to... I immediately got bombarded. They're trying to erase white people from the planet. Yeah, cool. But James Bond isn't a real person.
And by the way, stop whining that a black Bond is going to help erase English culture when England is working overtime to erase its own culture.
Yeah, you know what's going
to
You know what's going to destroy England? England has it's not going to do with who they cast in a new Bond movie.
An American film made by Jewish producers about a made-up fake British secret agent.
Exactly.
While you have Muslims throwing acid in the faces of your daughters and raping them. But yeah, let's worry about Bond.
And then I was told that stop acting like you're on our side. You're not trying to defend the European the white Europeans. 'Cause all I said was Idris Elba's British, and they put, British with an asterisk, like British. I'm like, yeah, he's British. Like, he's more British than the people that are going there now.
He's more English than all you Spurgs that are arguing about this.
Yeah. By the way, he's a good actor. The guy's a good actor. Whether you like him or not, he's a good actor.
He's a good actor. Look, I would understand if they were casting fucking Method Man as James Bond.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But why don't you relax a little bit? He's more English than you are.
Or I would understand if they were casting Idris Elba as Abraham Lincoln.
But again, you're talking about a nation that is
Yeah.
culturally committing suicide.
Right.
So what are, like, really? You got cops dancing in gay pride parades. They're not even allowed to carry guns. You got Muslims raping everybody. But hey, let's worry about Idris Elba playing Bond. You people are pathetic.
Bond has been played by. So, by the way, he's not British. The nationality. Okay, cool. You know what he is? He's more British than fucking Pierce Brosnan, who was Irish, and he played Bond.
Or Scottish fucking, what's his face?
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
Yeah. So who cares? Like, I get it. And Mike said it earlier. You know, it's a lot easier to fucking believe these people if they were just going to go, well, I just hate black people. Then I'd be like, all right, well, good for you then. You hate black people. But they're trying to do all these gymnastics to not say they hate black people, but say they're trying to erase white culture. Shut the fuck up. And no, you know what? I'm not on your side, all right? If being on your side is spurging out about James Bond, how is this any different than when you guys make fun of, rightfully so, the left, when all they compare things to is fucking Hermione and Harry Potter and Star Wars? It's a fucking movie.
Yeah, and by the way, everybody's like, this is going to be the worst Bond ever. I'm sorry, George Lazenby.
Yeah.
Fucking Timothy Dalton. Just relax. He's not going to be worse than those two.
If he's
Or
even
dial it back a little bit.
If he's even casting it, like, who
Dude,
fucking
they've been
cares?
having this fucking argument for like 2 years now.
More than 2 years, I think.
It's a waste of energy. Okay, it's a waste of energy.
No, I'm just
really is dumb.
call these fucking you goddamn to see some fucking loser that went to New Mexico Tech telling me that I don't want to save the Europeans. Shut up! You're working at Jiffy Lube. What are you doing? Well, you're not doing anything. You're not out there. You're not. These people talk like they're in the fucking Crusades, and they act like fuck. They're all losers. You're all fucking losers.
Yeah, and before you tell me, what have you done what do you do for people? I donated money to a certain famous driver of a certain Dodge Challenger recently. So go fuck yourselves.
And Hermione hasn't always been black. Hermione was. Listen, that's not the point. The point is, on the one hand, you guys say Hollywood is filled with a bunch of pedophiles and Jews controlling the country, and then you give a fuck who they cast, though. It's just like Mike said about when the New York Times hired fucking the Karate Chop. Everybody was like, you said, but they already hate white people.
Can you believe the anti-white Jewish run newspaper is fucking hiring an anti-white female fucking Asian editor? I absolutely believe it, yes.
It's
Why
the same
are you
thing.
yelling?
Can
know
you
what I
believe
mean?
that they're casting a black guy? Yeah, I can. I can believe it.
Like, look, if I got a friend, right, and his girlfriend's a complete whore, and we've established a pattern of behavior where his girlfriend does whore-like things and sleeps around, I will not allow that friend to come to my home and raise their voice about her and go, can you believe this? I'll be like, calm down, man. She does this every weekend.
Yeah.
What are you fucking... Could you keep it down? His kid's sleeping. Like, what are you doing, bro? Relax. Yeah, I can believe it. But, like, just don't go see the movie. Let it fail. Like Black Panther. Oh, speaking of films, you hear about this bullshit?
What?
They're now adding a new category to the Oscars so that Black Panther can win something. I swear to God.
What's the category?
Best Popular Picture. I think it's Best Popular Picture or Best...
Well, yeah, because they had a problem with that with The Dark Knight. They wanted The Dark Knight to win
They
because
just
it was
wanted
a
to
comic
give
book
Ledger
movie.
some-
Yeah,
'cause he
yeah,
died.
yeah.
But it was... They've created this category, and even people in the business, Rob Lowe, there was a handful of like people you wouldn't think normally would speak out that were straight up saying, Bret Easton Ellis, the
I
author,
love him.
yeah, he wrote a tweet the other day saying like, just so I'm clear, we're gonna ruin the Academy Awards by adding another Best Picture category just so Black Panther can win something. We can all feel good. I was like, damn, dog, dropping the heat. Yeah. So I mean, everything's ruined. That whole industry.
Again.
Why would you care what they do in fucking Jew pedo run Hollywood? Why would you care? It's like giving a fuck what they're doing in Yemen. You know, can you believe that in Yemen they still beat their women and set them on fire? Yes, again, yes, I do believe it. It's terrible, but why would you expect anything out of them that's better than that?
No, it's just this, dude. Again, it's like they stop acting like you're on our side. Like he was doing that typical. Am I right, guys? You with me? Royce isn't on our. Fuck you, man. I've done more. I have done more. We have done more to push at least the right wing agenda than you fucking ever had, screaming about a black bond, you fucking faggot. We've gone after actual fucking people that are hurting people. Mike's written stories that have actually made a difference. What are you doing? You're yelling on Facebook because I said Idris Elba would be a good bond. I don't fucking care. Do you understand that I get that Hollywood is full of shit and they're a bunch of pandering assholes, and like Mike said the other day, if you're gonna be a genius, you have to be a fucking pedophile. It's what it is. Sorry, that's the rules.
And let's get something straight here, all right?
Can I just watch a fucking movie?
When you say, Royce is not on your side or I'm not on your side, I've seen what happens when you side with the alt-right or the alt-light. You all eat each other just like the left does. You all sell each other out. You all let each other do time for going to rallies. Nobody backs each other up. Everyone sells each other out. Christopher Cantwell hands all his body cam footage from the entire weekend last year over to the feds to get a sweetheart deal. You all fuck each other over at the end of the day.
And then Kessler...
So listen to me.
Sorry,
you know whose team I'm on? My team. Mm-hmm. My team. Team Mersch.
The
I
B
don't
team.
give a fuck about you.
No, and then fucking Kessler, that's the other one. There's that other faggot who goes and gives names to people that help him out to the USA Today.
Did you
Go
watch?
Fuck you, Kessler.
Did you watch Unite the Open Mic?
I saw
so
I
bad.
saw a lot of stuff, yeah.
It was like watching an outdoor open mic. No crowd reactions. Everybody that took the stage didn't want to be up there because there was no crowd. I felt like I was watching an old open mic that me and my comic buddies would go to, where you go and it's like 8 other comedians and the kitchen staff. And you're just going like, man, having a dog is where you ever get a puppy, and you got to lay down the pee pads? Anyone got a dog?
Huh?
Anyone?
Huh?
There's nobody here. It was hilarious.
Doing inside jokes that they make on their boards.
They were able to fit the entire Unite the Right 2 attendees in one passenger cargo van. They all took one train out of town.
No, but Kessler's a fucking asshole too.
He is an asshole. I know. I was bashing the shit out of him this weekend. I had to hear it.
You're all fucking assholes.
I had to have people in the Nightwave chat. Oh, you're not defending your race. I'm like, dude, this isn't defending our race. Can I say this though? Mm-hmm. I got to give credit to Unite the Right too, for one thing, for one reason alone. Jason Kessler hyped up Unite the Right 2 to be bigger and better than Unite the Right 1. Mm. We were gonna crush everybody, right? Thing is, Jason Kessler's a fucking putz, and nobody wanted to go to his stupid rally this time. Mm. The alt-light, the alt-right, nobody went. Jovi Val, R.C. Maxwell was there. There was like 3 people there that are probably flying around on Roger Stone's money. There was absolutely nobody there. So what happened? 50,000 alt-left people, all these commies showed up to fight the biggest Unite the Right in history, and nobody was there. And what happened? Exactly what I have been telling you for weeks. They fought the state, and they lost.
Antifa fascist police attack. Oh, this is the. Sorry, I got the wrong one. Sorry, I had it pulled up earlier. But yes, they started marching. They started attacking police and journalists. If I read that correct, right? Antifa.
It's almost like fucking everything we keep saying is right, but whatever.
Sorry, man. It's fucking now this whole having to restart the computer before I do it to pull the Antifa thing up.
Also, it's great that the lawn guys decided to come during
right
only
during the
2
show,
hours
yeah.
that we do a fucking show. Like, that's not distracting. Like, these guys come and go as they fucking please as it is.
Right. So okay, you want to play Vince's video, Red Elephant?
Sure.
Because I like Vince. All right, here he is. Oh, nice hat.
Attention on Twitter, but I posted a few photos from the whole thing. It was good. Wake up in the morning, make a nice hot cup of coffee over the fire, went hiking, played some badminton.
The red elephants are going to kill people of color. That was still the funniest thing. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
All right. Board games, told some ghost stories, took a bunch of pictures. It was real fun, real good to get away from technology for a couple days, but things just kept pulling me back in with the permanent ban of Gavin McInnes and the Proud Boys and the video I did about the whole CNN where they planted that anti-Trumper in posed him kind of like as this pro-Trump guy that was regretting his vote. That video went viral, got pulled back in by that. You know, whenever I had like 1 bar of service, I was just kind of like, oh, should I look at Twitter? I wanted to leave my phone at home. But, you know, sometimes that would be dangerous, just having the kids' phones to rely on. For that whole statement, seems like he was vindicated, because yesterday in Charlottesville, when they had that 1-year anniversary for Heather Heyer or whatever the case may be, no one on the right showed up. So when that happens, when people think people on the right are going to show up, they come out in mass, and guess what? The Antifa, the leftists, the communists, they show their true colors. And we saw that. We saw a group of Antifa members beating up a police officer, literally jumping a police officer.
But we've said it before too. When you go to these things, Antifa march, the cops and Klan go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Like they're the only. I think I saw a sign there that says the only way to stop a fascist is with a bullet.
Probably. That
Yeah.
sounds like something they'd say.
Yeah.
Look, this is exactly what I've been saying, and I mean, it's like a point that has just been hammering and hammering and hammering and hammering into the ground, and now everybody's suddenly like, oh, you know, this, well, you know, that is a good point. Maybe they will. Yes, of course, they'll fight the cops. It's the whole point of this, and I keep telling you, idiots, the Eric Clanton thing proved that they can hit you in the fucking face with a bike lock. They can break your orbital bone. They do whatever they fucking want to, attack you with weapons. They're never going to serve time for it.
Nope.
They're going to walk every time. Let these niggas jump police officers and see. They're going to do time for that shit. It's a different fucking crime. It might, assault or assaulting a cop. It is not the same thing. When you see assault on even an EMT or a firefighter, when a judge sees that, you are going to jail. You'll catch a felony. It may be like a Class E felony, but they will make sure it's a felony and it will stick. Again, if they hit him with a bike lock, they hit me with a bike lock, judge's going to be like, oh, well, they hit a Nazi with a bike lock? Suspended
Community
sentence.
service. Yeah.
So let them fight the fucking cops. Stop being stupid.
Here's some footage from it. You know, can I say, you know what's sad before we continue? Outside of this, Charlottesville looks like a really nice town.
No, it's a cute little town.
Like, you know what I mean? It's
a cute little. It's
like
a very cute little Virginia town.
It's a slice of Americana. That town.
It's very old.
Yeah,
which makes it cool. But yeah, it's a fucking commie shithole now.
Hear that chopper? Every time you go to one, you knew there's going to be a couple choppers.
Hey, at least it didn't crash this time. At least they put enough gas in the chopper this time.
That's important.
At least we've got our helicopter protocol a little bit more streamlined since the last one.
Few says it's quaint, you dips. Okay, yeah, a quaint little town. Whatever. Shut up. Oh no, this is the old one.
Yeah, this is the old one.
What the fuck, man? It's becoming impossible. I had a few and they were deleted. From
I mean, I don't mind watching a little James Alex Field.
Oh no, we can watch it. Sure.
I don't like him doing his own little Ryan Gosling from Drive.
Sure. Look, it's not funny, guys.
It's not funny.
It's not funny to play that and then laugh at it a lot. Mike, I just said it wasn't funny. Stop laughing. Why are you laughing?
Funny. It's not funny. It's not funny.
Guys.
And I do not encourage people to go to jailatm.com and sign up for an account and donate to James Fields and Jacob Goodwin and the other gentleman.
It's not funny. It's not funny.
Yeah, did you saw the 812 campaign this weekend, right?
No.
Are you kidding me?
No, I didn't.
Oh my God. That's why I donated to James
I know
Fields.
you did that, but what's this? Oh, they gave money to
yeah.
I didn't know what it was called, but yeah, to give money to Heather Heyer's family or whatever.
Cassandra Fairbanks, Jack Posobiec, Cernovich, And there was a few others in there that were just notable blue checkmark alt-light assholes that really pushed this 812 campaign. And by the way, guess what? You faggots still got kicked off of Twitter this week.
Oh, we're going to get... Dude, we have... The first hour, we have so much to get into.
But, yeah, so Fat Tits Fairbanks and a bunch of other disgusting people. All that's their new nickname. I gave that to her.
Yeah.
And they all started virtue signaling. But I have to give credit. We figured out a couple of notable people, a pair of blondes, well, one blonde and one former blonde, that our audience is very familiar with. And I got to give credit. Lauren Southern and Laura Loomer were like, miss me with that 812 bullshit, not one tweet. We were on Nightwave the other night, pouring through tweets, making sure before, because literally anybody that donated to the Heather Heyer Foundation is dead to me. You admitted culpability when you did that. They're not going to like you anymore than you did when you fucking, Mike Tokes is the other one. You're still racist Nazis to them, but now you're fucking traitors to us. So go fuck yourselves.
And Cal, what's the scene like?
Yeah, so right now we're seeing what we've seen the last 24 hours.
Shirt that fits.
A small group of protesters, about 100 people.
I know he's proud that he's skinny, but you don't. Yeah. You got to get a shirt. Look at that. Like it's like
some of them are in. Right now, we're.
Shirt is.
What's the
shirt
scene
is
like?
Bursting at the seams.
Yeah, I got this. I got one of those untucked shirts.
Yeah, I want to look swole. I want everybody. He's like Dennis Reynolds. I want everybody to see how swole I am.
Should I pop it off? Should I pop it off?
No. So what do you think of this, huh? You look like you need some sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so right now.
What's up, bro? He's like the 5 foot. He looks like Jack Posobiec. Like if little 5'4" Jack Posobiec, if you grab Jack Posobiec's wife's ass at like a fucking CPAC, he'd come over like, "What's up, bro? You got hey, down here. You got a problem, pal?" I was a Navy intelligence officer. Well, you were a contractor.
You weren't really a Navy.
What we've seen the last 24 hours, you have a small group of protesters, about 100 people. Some of them are Antifa protesters. That is the anti-fascist protesters.
And then and what you'll see is on the other side, you'll have the opposing group there, the anti-faggots movement.
And they are chanting slogans against.
This is MSNBC, by the way.
What's coming up behind them here, which is a very, very heavy law enforcement presence. But they're chanting things, Richard, like no borders, no wall, no USA at all. But then.
Huh? No borders, no walls, no USA at all.
Why would you think
what?
That the majority of people in America are going to relate to this message? I want to destroy your homeland! Yay! Even normies are like, what the fuck?
Oh, promotional advertisement in the chat from AutoShed TV. Lisa new 2018 Charge Challenger Red Eye for $4.99 a month. You won't want to jump away from this amazing deal.
Okay. Is that for the supercharge?
Because that's not
I
bad.
Need the turbo. I want the turbo.
Right.
You don't buy a V6 Challenger.
And can I get one of those cow movers in front, that they use to push the cows off the train track?
Or even just the horns.
Oh, I like that, yeah.
And very, very anti-law enforcement slogans like AK-47, put the cops in piggy heaven.
Huh? AK-47, put the cops in piggy heaven.
Look, I'm not picking sides here, but
traitor.
Suddenly, Jews will not replace us doesn't sound as sinister.
That's a good point,
right? Like if I'm gonna go with young men in polo shirts chanting "Jews will not replace us" or AK-47s put cops in piggy heaven. I like the creativity of it. You get points for creativity, but again, I don't. When Vice adds like chilling piano music in the background to like Jews will not replace it, and you got like Cantwell with his guns and his gut hanging out of his shirt, and you go, "Whoa, these guys are dangerous," right? But now you got guys that are like, "Yeah, we're gonna murder police officers." You're like, "Whoa,
calm down, dude."
Okay, I'm gonna go hang out with the Jews will not replace us guys because their plan doesn't involve murdering cops.
Yeah, it still involves a working and functioning police force.
Yeah, well, what's your guys' plan? We're just going to go back to TWP compound, crush some beers, probably eat some chicken wings, and bitch about the Jews and the minorities bit, probably a little bit about the homos.
Fuck some blonde chick with some tit tattoos.
Yeah, we're gonna fuck some girls who look like juggalettes. But hey, look, at least it's better than murdering cops. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the compound.
I don't hate Pabst Blue that much.
You know what, man? We only drink Rolling Rock around here.
All right, sorry, I apologize.
It's like, come on, man.
Law enforcement slogans like AK-47, put the cops in piggy heaven.
Sounds like a fucking NWO song.
So this is gonna become. Here's my thing.
Yeah.
I think that this is gonna become less about right and left, and I think that this is gonna mutate into an all-out anarchy versus fascism fight. And I'm on team fascism. Been saying that for a while, so stop saying, you don't believe in the same things as I do. Well, then go away. I don't care. Fucking asshole. Because it's like it's like weird because you can't, like, when you're a fascist, but you're not an ethno-fascist, it's hard to find a home. It's like being a mulatto, baby. You're not accepted by anybody. Because I can't be a fascist to normies. Because then they go, oh, fascism. Because it's been used to death as, like, demon people now. But you can't, once you come out as a fascist, then the only people that'll accept you are white nationalists. And they're like, welcome to the team, brother. Let's start getting everyone out of the country. And I'm like, relax. I'm not an ethno-fascist.
Right.
I'm more of an American nationalist kind of fascist. So, like, everybody ends up hating me.
That shows you the sort of divide in Charlottesville between how people feel about the way that last year went and the way that law enforcement handled the situation last year. These folks here blame law enforcement for the violence. They think that law enforcement did not do anything. They stood by and allowed those neo-Nazi protesters to...
Oh, green hat.
Green hat and neo...
Did you see the green hat?
Yeah, neo-Nazi.
do anything. They stood by and allowed those...
See, green hat.
Oy vey.
Green hat.
Look at this guy, huh?
Eh?
Those neo-Nazi
fellow white person. There you go, National Lawyers Guild.
Good plug.
To take over the streets. We saw this, Richard, a little bit last night. It's important to sort of note, by way of reporting, that this group here is very abrasive towards the media. They have decided that the media is partly responsible for the rise of the right in this country.
But I thought it was Trump's fault that said the media was the enemy of the people.
Don't worry, the National Lawyers Guild is here to make sure that you're all taken care of, guys.
You know what's funny is that, so now you have people on the right who think the media is fake news, and now a bunch of people on the left who also are blaming the media. The media's gonna have nowhere to hide soon. Seriously, they're gonna have nowhere to hide.
It's really,
Yeah.
it's fun to watch.
Oh yeah.
Like, it was like watching the election was like watching the media take the first bullet in the neck, and it's just been crawling around for 2 years now, taking other rounds, and you're like, it's still alive, but man, it doesn't have much left in him. It's like that picture that goes around. I don't know if you ever seen the picture of that elephant that escaped from the zoo, and they had to, like, just keep shooting it.
I've seen it.
The media's like that elephant. It's just riddled with bullets and going, I can keep going. You're like, nah, just give up, man.
Were these scuffles last night, including scuffles with police officers on the ground. And I have to tell you, it's important to note that the Charlottesville police handled the situation last night excellently, the same way that they are tonight. They're laying back. They're not.
How much it would cost to start a newspaper, like a newsletter? You know what I mean, like a magazine, like an underground,
Like an
magazine.
actual paper?
Yeah, like somebody can't kick you off the internet.
Oh, like old school. Okay, so what you're
Yeah,
saying,
like an underground magazine where you could print stuff.
I mean, it would just be the cost of shipping and the paper.
And then you would eventually, within a week, the news would be like, "There's a new Nazi newspaper." You can't even say anything in it.
I haven't done anything
What the
yet.
fuck, man?
Yeah.
engaging with the protesters. They do not want violence. They've obviously denied those
Oh,
permits
this is the cop that got beat up.
protest.
Wait, you can
So they're
change your name in this country to anything you want legally.
Yes, correct.
So why don't I just change my last name to a Rosenstein? Or like Green
They
Black.
know. They know.
Really?
They know. Trust me, they know.
But I could kind of...
It's not even that. They know. Jesus. They're gonna know. Mike.
Yeah, they are good, man.
They know.
They're good.
They know.
Yeah, because I lied once.
And they know.
To a girlfriend's parents, and they saw right through it.
Of course.
God damn, they're like psychics.
Hey, want to see my circumcised dick?
But hear me out on this. Maybe they know, but they don't. Like, I'm not saying to help meet people. I'm saying just to file company names and stuff, right?
Well, no, still they know. Because if you're not part of their group, they'll be like, who's this guy? He wasn't approved to make a newspaper.
But I just changed. But again, what if I start going to temple and stuff?
They know there too.
I can't be like an undercover.
They know there too, because if you walk in your pocket, if your pockets aren't jingling with change, they know immediately. They're like, wait a second.
I just want to know if I can infiltrate them the way they've infiltrated us.
It's impossible. You can't do that. Do you understand that these people are very patient? They spent 40 years in the desert, Mike. Do you think that they're not going to do their due diligence to take you down? It ain't going to happen. You could change your name whatever you want. They're going to know. They're going to know. They always know. They know.
Son of a bitch.
They're not engaging with the protesters. They do not
You know, the Jewish athlete has an extra bone in his nose.
The Jewish banker uses interest rates to enslave people on the... Oh, never mind. They use usury in order to be rent seekers in every country they go to. Thank you, Jimmy.
Thank you, Jimmy.
violence. They've obviously denied those permits to protest, so they're giving these folks quite a bit of room. But again, Richard, a very sort of continuation of what we've seen here on the ground, which is a tense situation that just doesn't seem to be letting up. Everybody in Charlottesville and in Virginia with the state of emergency clearly sending a message.
Look at the National Lawyers Guild guy counting how many cops are on the car. That's what he's doing. He was counting how many.
These people, man.
I know.
These fucking...
Mike, it's not too late for when we go up to D.C. We could get these hats made. There's nothing illegal about us wearing these hats.
Even if they say National Lawyers Guild?
No, because you could say if you're a fan.
I'm a big fan of your work.
No. My point is that so what? You could do whatever you want. You could wear whatever fucking hat you want. What will they do to you? What are they? Actually, this will be perfect because you'll have another one walk up and talk to you, and you get information. Huh?
I'm looking. I want a legal observer. It says National Lawyers Guild Legal Observer.
Okay, so we just got to get we got to get these hats.
But I gotta find these. We gotta find ones that are legit. I'm looking right now to see where they get their hats from.
We'll figure it out.
Message that this city is closed, but we still see these protests. We've seen them all weekend, and we're seeing them continue today, Richard.
So, including the National Guard as deterrence to make sure that the violence is under control, that it does not erupt.
That's right. You know, and we're adding to the confusion of what's going on here today, let me make it absolutely clear. There are no white supremacists, at least who are visibly showing their faces in Charlottesville this weekend. We've seen absolutely none of them. In the
Listen,
it's true.
Listen, here was the thing, right? You didn't let them have it in Charlottesville. Yeah. So they observed the laws. It's weird. I know this sounds weird, right? But the crazy Nazi right-wingers generally are more law-abiding than the scumbag mask-wearing Antifa.
Say what you want. Nazis followed orders.
Now, the other brilliant move was stupid Kessler going, I'm going to hold Unite the Right too. Everyone's with me. And everyone's like, everyone's not with this guy, right?
Right now,
And then we all quietly, through back channels, Jason, all spoke with each other and went, yeah, you're not going to that thing, right? Yeah, no, me neither. Are you kidding me? Like, everybody from hard alt-right, former Clappy boys, all the way through to alt-light people. Yeah, I'm not going to that stupid. Are you fucking kidding me? It's going to be a shit show. So the beauty of it was that nobody supported you. You went and did it anyway. Everyone showed up to 2 different cities to fight, and there was nobody to fight. So they started breaking shit, punching cops, throwing bottles. It was brilliant. We need to start. Remember when I said no more rallies?
Yeah.
I was wrong. More rallies. More fake rallies.
Yep. I like that.
Let's just start announcing. I'm gonna do the next one. We got to do a big one down here in Orlando, and just announce it's gonna be us and Invictus, and we'll get a bunch of other we'll just bring in all these people. I'll pay Richard Spencer to come to this bitch to not come to it, and then just quietly go. Nobody really come. It's not a real rally, and we will hype it for weeks, and then when the day comes, we all just stay at home. Watch them burn the city down and fight each other. And we're like, No, we were kidding.
And watch some Puerto Rican cops bring out their nightsticks and start beating the shit out of them. That's
Bunch of people
happen.
calling Augustus Invictus on the phone.
Yeah.
Mr. Invictus, you said you were going to be at this nationalist rally. Where were you? I just had a kid, dude. Leave me alone.
Yeah, what are you talking
Sitting
about?
at home, dude. It's summertime. I'll go chill in the pool. You fuck.
Absence of that, many of these provocateurs from the Antifa groups are turning their anger at the police who are actually here.
Exactly what the fuck I said a week ago was going to happen. And it was, well, that remains to be seen. Well, now it happened.
Yeah, it happened.
To protect them. And I told you how the police officer said, we want to provide you an escort. Where are you going? They said, we don't know where you're going. So you got to hand it to the police officers in charge here who are taking this approach. But it's the supreme irony how these Antifa people have no white supremacists to get in there.
By the way, these are the evil storm. Look at this guy. Look at this cop here. And look at Bubbles over here. These are the evil stormtroopers that Antifa's attacking. These are the evil stormtroopers.
Sorry, but I can't have you touching the press. You guys just tried to call the press a cocksucker. Yeah. And then you got Geordie LaForge there on the reading Rainbow Ethnic.
The faces of. Instead, they're getting in the faces
better
of the police.
one, Bubba Gump. Tom Bell in the chat. Bubba Gump. That is much better.
You got white Nazis. You got ethno-state Nazis.
Got League of the South. Identity Europa. Traditionalist Worker Party. Nationalist Initiative.
That's all I know about that.
Police officers and accusing them of being part of the white conspiracy.
Yeah, hold on, guys. These guys are part of the white conspiracy.
God damn, guys. The whole,
fuck!
The Nazis really relaxed their admission standards, huh?
There's 3 black guys and a dude wearing goggles. This is the conspiracy. By the way, it's a lot of black people.
And by the way, no, this is not white nationalism. It's not neo-Nazism. This is exactly the sort of fascism that I'm talking about.
Yep.
See what I mean? Nice mix of people, cracking commie fucking heads, regardless of their color or race. That's how it should be.
I'm on board with that.
Yeah.
I'm on board with that.
I just want to smash the skulls of communists. Mm-hmm. Indiscriminately, black, white, I don't care. I'm not worried about, these Mexicans are bringing down our GDP and the breed. Fine, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Right now, let's smash some fucking commie jaws.
Of being part of the white conspiracy. Keep in mind that the police chief in Charlottesville is an African American.
That's right. The police chief in Charlottesville is a black person.
Replacing the previous police chief who was an...
Dude, look at these jackbooted thugs on their fucking Huffies.
Let's go, boys. Let's crush them. Ding, 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 ding. Ring, ring, ring,
Put a
ring.
baseball card in the spokes so it sounds like a motorcycle.
If you go really fast. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Nazis never had fanny packs, you idiots.
They also have a quick, that you can't see it off camera, but it's a little wooden ramp. And they're all going, and they're jumping off the ramp on their way out.
Spinning the steering wheel. Oh, fuck.
One of the bike cops is standing on the handlebars. Oh, shit, I'm surfing on the bike.
African American. There's a lot of hypocrisy involved in what a lot of these marchers are doing today.
God bless you, sir.
Tense is the way you're saying it is there, Cal. And I was noticing they were locking arms. The question then, if they were locking arms on one side of the street and you had law enforcement...
What's up with this fucking Asian Reed Richards over here on the left?
I don't know if he's Asian or Hispanic. It's like a weird mix. Is he both?
Polynesian. When you can't tell, they're either Filipino or Polynesian.
Polynesian, you're right, probably.
On the other, are they headed towards each other?
Yeah, not only are they headed towards each other, this group...
Is this guy on drugs?
Yes! No, he's just dehydrated and wearing shirt's too tight. The blood's not getting to his brain.
He's like, I'm so pumped.
Me, Randy, I know we're going to move sort of quickly here. This group is sort of being led by one group of police officers. So while they're chanting these anti-police slogans, they're being escorted around the city by police on both sides.
Let them be ironic and stupid, and let
It's
them
hilarious.
be embarrassing. Let them be hypocrites. Stop having rallies. Let them have rallies and kill everybody and burn things down, and then they can all go to prison forever.
A lot of this, frankly, is theater. You will see them form this line, and as we get closer...
This is By the way, this is MSNBC. This is MSNBC now saying it. This is what this fucking joke this is. Now they care because they've been attacking journalists. Now all of a sudden, hey, you can't let them do that.
You'll see them kind of start being a little bit irate towards us, but a lot of this is theater. A lot of this is this Antifa sort of narrative that the police, again, are responsible for a lot of what we've seen, not just in Charlottesville, but around the country. That is something that I had not seen before, the ire towards the media, but it is something that is developing quickly here on the ground.
And of course, we hope that there's no escalation and that it stays more theater.
No, you don't. You hope there's escalation. You fucking liar. Do not tell me that no matter how much the media was outraged about Charlottesville, you loved it because everybody was tuning in. You fucking liars. You're fucking liars.
Hey, Cal, thank you. We'll touch base with you.
You're a fucking liar.
A little bit later.
Fantastic.
So, that's what was going on in Charlottesville. Unite the Right too.
Let them be lunatics.
Don't forget, and something else that needs to be brought up, it happened over the weekend. I know you talked about it a bit, Mike, on your show, but remember, Mike, you remember when the co-founder of Vice, Gavin McGinnis, put a dildo in his ass? No. Do you remember when he, I remember. Yes, also that. Do you remember when he denounced the rally?
Yeah, it was like a week before. He said
Nazis are going to be there.
All Proud Boys are instructed not to attend, or they will be disavowed because he will not stand for white supremacy and anti-Semitism.
Okay, and because of that, Mike,
because he doesn't want to be associated with these people that encourage hate speech, who are getting deplatformed. He doesn't want to end up in that same boat.
By the way, someone in the chat says it was a butt plug. It's the same thing.
Yeah, you know what's been in my asshole before? One doctor's finger once.
And that's it.
That was it.
So because of that, because Gavin McGinnis denounced the Nazis, he said, hey, not on my watch. These social media sites stood behind him, and they held him up and like, this guy, you know what, we might not agree, but we agree that he hates, that, you know, we all hate Nazis.
Good, he's proven that he's not a racist.
That's what happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's not what happened. Twitter decided to not only delete Gavin, but also the Proud Boys from their social media network. Gone. Now, what was the reason they gave, Mike? Being a faggot?
I believe that was one of the reasons cited.
Jack says he is a known faggot. Okay, well, that's fair. That's fair.
And also for looking like Brooklyn the person.
He really does. He looks like he's been gentrified. He has a Starbucks on his sleeve.
Gavin McGinnis is a millionaire who looks like he has a sofa made of reappropriated wooden pallets.
Yep, you're right. Yep. Yeah, he makes art out of driftwood.
Exactly. He's a fucking guy.
He was taken off of Twitter. Did they give the reason? Just hate speech, I believe?
I don't know. Who gives a shit? It's Gavin.
No, I know.
Fuck him.
I
don't think he's... I mean, the only way you could find out is if you want to pay and go behind a CRTV paywall, because that's the only place he's talking about it. Him and Alex Jones and everybody are all going behind their paywalls now. That's the next step.
Is Alex Jones behind a paywall? Not yet.
No, not yet, but he will. He will be.
You think so?
If he doesn't get his shit back. I still think he'll get his shit back, though.
I don't think he's going to get his shit back. My opinion, though.
He's getting it back. Greatest fucking hustle in the world. He got 6 million new subscribers in 2 days when that happened.
So maybe now Gavin will realize that you cannot virtue signal to them. They don't fucking care. Not that I've ever liked Gavin anyway. He created Vice. How can you like the man that created Vice? But it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how you virtue signal. It doesn't matter if you denounce the Nazis. You're going to get deleted anyway.
And I don't give a
fucking
shit.
Care.
I don't give a shit. This piece of shit deserves what happened to him because he should have known better. If this was somebody, you know, like some dumb fucking moron. Like, let's say, I'm trying to think of a real moron. Let's say Ashton Burry got kicked off of Twitter. I'd kind of feel bad because she's autistic and retarded. So, like, maybe dumbass doesn't know any better. But Gavin knows how these people are. He's been dealing with these people a long time. He should have known better. I'm glad Gavin's kicked off of Twitter.
And
I'm glad.
Also, something else that happened is now is it pronounced he or H3H3? Because I get shit no matter what I say. The YouTube thing.
I don't know because I don't watch it.
No, neither do I. That's why I don't know.
I don't care.
That's why I don't know.
I've heard of it. I've seen clips.
He was doing a lot.
Somebody fucking tell us in the chat.
He was doing a
press 1 for he, press 2 for H3H3.
Press 3 for P in the butt.
He's already saying spell it, so it's H3H3.
It's H3. Okay. You
and
say
Filipino is
he. All right. So anyway, he was 1.9 million followers. By the way, he has on Twitter. The guy's huge. You got to give him the credit. I don't really watch it either. I've never watched it actually. Huge. He was talking about the Alex Jones thing, I think, Friday or Saturday over the weekend.
And and then he caught a little strikey strike.
Right, but then he immediately sent a message to YouTube, and YouTube apologized, and they took the strike away. Which goes to show you, if you have 1.9 million followers, you'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah, but also it was everybody's freaking out now. Nobody can figure out why
also,
it
isn't he a
happens.
chosen person? I believe the dude from H3 is part of the
Is
tribe.
he? I don't.
Yeah,
again,
pretty
I
sure.
know nothing, and it's not. I'm not even insulting them. I just don't know anything about them.
I really don't either. I don't. You know, before doing this YouTube thing, I wasn't really into YouTube channels. If I'm being honest, you know. Yeah, he is Jewish. Yeah, he is. Mike, you were talking about it. Alex Jones. Mike, two forces have met on this recent Alex Jones episode. Issac Kappy.
Oh yeah. This is the one with Fat Hitler.
Issac Kappy.
Yeah, he gets real snippy with Alex in this.
Line without getting into all the names. What's the data dump? If you had 5 minutes on national TV, which this is, millions.
This is a national TV, Alex.
Are tuned in right now. Millions will watch later. What is the data dump of your experience? What you saw? What they said?
He by the way, that's his new favorite thing, data dump. Because every once in a while, Alex Jones will pick up a new phrase.
Yeah, it's his new thing.
This is his new phrase is data dump.
Sure. You were going to break. People that just joined us. So go back to that. You were talking about Pizzagate to this girl, you know, this other Hollywood actress. And then all of a sudden she goes, oh, and then what happens next?
All right, here's the data dump, okay? Let's just be really concise about it. Seth Green, at his house, after a party, we were all kind of drinking, pulled back a secret bookshelf and said to me, this is where we keep the children, all right?
But this guy's not controlled opposition designed to discredit people who believe in Hollywood pedophilia.
By the way,
this isn't the most obvious psyop ever.
I absolutely, yeah, you're right.
Hey, Shlomo, get somebody who looks less Semitic next time for your psyops.
By the way,
this isn't even a fellow white person.
I know.
Jesus.
I 100% believe that Seth Green probably made that joke at a bookcase. That sounds like something a joke I would make, you know?
And I bet the bookcase does not open up.
Yeah, it doesn't spin around.
The top floor in that Malibu house was covered in stuffed animals. There was a room with a bunch
of kids, don't they? Doesn't have Seth Green have kids?
That and a girlfriend, a younger girlfriend that probably is all about the, stuffed animals.
You think she's like...
There's some dumb old broads that keep all their stuffed animals from their childhood.
I don't know if it's like that level of...
But again, he's probably lying, so let's not even look into that because he's a liar.
I just want to see if he has kids.
of bunk beds, okay? At dinner, mind you, after that experience, I tried to block it out and just laugh it off.
No kids? Okay.
Because it's hard, because you try...
Wait, does he fuck kids, though? Google that. Does Seth Green fuck kids?
Let's see. Does Seth Green fuck kids?
What are we getting on that? Are we getting no or... Oh,
I'm
no.
getting nothing.
Nothing. That's... You know what? Then he probably does.
Trust these people. I love them. I love them so much. I love them. And then, a month later,
You know,
Seth-
man, look, I am deep into this Hollywood pedo shit, and I truly do believe that most of them are disgusting.
Yes,
but
agreed.
I really feel terrible for Seth Green right now. And again, I know Seth Green's vibe through people. Like, people have told me about Seth Green, many people that I trust who tell me he's a complete douchebag, but he doesn't, nobody deserves this. And the stress he's probably going through right now.
Can you imagine the amount of people that are sending him messages right now, sending him death threats right now? And again, he might be a dick, but I don't think he deserves any of this.
Tells me at the dinner table, we need to have a talk about chicken. And in case you're not aware, chicken is a pedophile code word for very young child.
Is that confirmed, Mike?
I thought it was pizza. No, it's
Yeah,
chicken.
it's chicken.
It's hot dogs, chicken, pizza.
Every word means pedophile, Mike.
Is any food not sacred?
Every food means pedophile. Hey, Mike, I'm going to make tacos for dinner, huh? Wink. Wink. You know what I mean when I say tacos, eh?
Yeah, I mean, like, probably some beef
Yeah.
with seasoning, and then you cook it up and you have cheese. And you
Don't pull that candelabra because that's where we keep the kids.
No. I'm pretty sure if I pull that candelabra, it'll just rip off the wall, and then you'd have to you have to pay a guy to fix it. It's a whole thing. Can you imagine Issac Kappy in your house, bent out like off his tits on cocaine?
So at any point,
just ripping light fixtures off your walls and shit. Where are the kids? Got to get them out of my house.
Well, he just kept breaking everything.
He ripped the pool filter off of the house.
He ripped a light bulb out of its socket while it was on
with his mouth.
He told me he's into kids. So, like, I don't know what more.
He might just be into chicken. Have you thought that maybe he likes chicken?
Data people want. We have, like, tons of cult state imagery that was on their Instagram, which have since gone private. We have, he told me he was a pedophile. There's a secret room. There's like stuff.
He never told you
You
that.
still have yet to produce a story where he told you he was a pedophile. Because you talked about chicken, you retard.
Animals everywhere.
But wait, he told you he was into chicken. And I'm not going to show the images, but I was sent this by people that have been connected to the stuff in D.C. and
Wait, what stuff in D.C.? Is he talking about?
You fuck. You, dude.
Is he talking about what I think he's talking about?
He never learns his lesson.
Is he talking about Comet ping pong pizza in D.C.?
He never learns his lesson, man. And you know what? Oh, I heard him today. This this asshole was live. First of all, he shows up on my timeline on Facebook, and I go, oh, Alex Jones is live. And I click it immediately. And folks, these people got us under attack, and you need to go to our online store right now and send them a message. And I'm like, this fuck. And then I turn it off. And then I turn it back on 5 minutes later. Who's on there today?
Who?
Guess who?
Who's on?
Our homegirl.
Who?
Our homegirl was on InfoWars. Yeah.
Loomer?
Because she got kicked off Facebook this week, too. She's another one that got kicked off.
She was on Alex Jones?
Earlier today, because she got kicked off Facebook on Saturday, I think. She lost her Facebook page with a bunch of followers. They just unpublished it, like, permanently. Because she's been going after that Muslim dude in Michigan, the guy that's, like, running for senator.
Yeah,
and
that
he's,
I
like,
saw.
Literally a member of the Muslim Brotherhood.
That I saw, legitimately.
And she ambushed them, and she's been fucking with them hardcore, so they took her page down.
Well, flirt with her a little more. Tell her we want to be on InfoWars.
All right, I'll put it up.
Or flirt with Alex Jones. Either one. Whichever one works.
get into law enforcement. But the whole point is,
Oh, a different watch. Every time we see his videos, it's
a new watch. And by the way, I'm not going to flirt with Alex Jones to try to get a job because it didn't work for Ashton Birdie. I'm not going to try it either.
is that their biggest thing is throwing it in people's face, making it public. They believe that gives them like this lesser magic power. They believe they're stealing energy from the children. It's not just about the
pedophile vampires, remember?
sex. I don't know about Seth Green and all these other little globalist people. No, they're anti-Trump and a lot of other things, but I don't know about what you're saying. But how?
But blowing it off is basically just throwing fuel into the fire. Like, you get that, Alex, right?
Yeah, and also, Seth Green, I don't think I've ever heard him make any political statements, has he?
Not to my knowledge. I'm sure he does. I'm sure he didn't vote for Trump, but I don't
what I'm
think
saying
so.
is I don't see him being an insufferable twat every day.
Right.
Seth Green takes another shot at Trump. Like it's
Yeah.
You know,
He's not Alec Baldwin.
he seems like a guy who's still trying to, I don't know, fucking make comedy.
How is him saying chicken? How is that? How is that kids? Because I understand maybe they thought you were into Pizzagate. They thought you were funny. They knew you. They were teasing you. Or maybe it was Sacha Baron Cohen. Hold on.
Alex,
Sacha Baron Cohen might have been.
This is where it gets.
Oh,
This is where, yeah, because we played this on Nightwave, and I broke down his drug use.
Okay.
And I was pointing out the fact.
Alex's?
Well, no, but no, I honestly, people say Alex is on drugs. I don't buy it.
No.
I think he's nuts.
But probably a teetotaler.
Isaac's definitely on drugs, though.
Oh, yeah, no.
And there was something he did right now, and you'll see it, where Alex starts to cut him off, and Isaac, I've been like this when I do coke. I get fucking enraged when people cut me off of a thought while I'm on coke. It like I can control myself, but it makes you feel like you get really mad. And you're about to see Issac Kappy when he gets cut off. He has that cokey like, don't cut me off, man. I'm on a roll. Watch.
And video it as a joke. I mean, how do you know? What I'm saying is, when did he actually say something?
He said it at that conversation. We're already eating dinner, okay? So ask yourself, why would someone say we need to have a conversation about chicken?
Yes, Mike.
I have an idea. Usually, right, it's particularly when I go out to dinner with friends, we will have a very large conversation about food.
That's
a lot
true.
of times about the food we're eating. You go like, we can stop in St. Louis and get some barbecue. Probably half of our conversation would be, you like the St. Louis, or what do you like, Texas, or the North
Memphis
Carolina?
style.
Yeah, well, I like it a little, that's what you fucking do,
Yeah.
you fucking coked up weirdo. Could you imagine trying to have a meal with this guy? Holy shit.
But it's like you said, it's Alfred Molina from Boogie Nights.
You little Chinese
Isn't
kid in the
true.
corner
Yeah.
lighting
Alex,
firecrackers.
Yep.
He just keep jumping.
Please stop fucking interrupting me, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
I thought you said you were okay, Alex.
Dude. And then he puts up with it. He actually gets alpha mailed in this. It's very weird.
Really?
Like, yeah, Alex puts up with more of this guy's shit than I would have even imagined. But again, Alex is so desperate to stay relevant now, it's becoming pathetic.
Pause. Or delete that. Go ahead. We're on radio and TV. We can't say cuss words.
What TV channel are they on, Mike?
WNBC.
No, I don't. Can you imagine? Can you imagine right after The View?
I'm not going to interrupt you.
sorry.
Fine. I don't know how someone saying chicken is that. Go ahead.
Okay, so while we are already eating dinner, he says we
Oh, he's over enunciating. While we're already eating dinner, you stupid idiot.
need to have a conversation about chicken. And I say, well, to be quite honest, when that hit me, I was like, this wave.
By the way, he
of
breathes through his mouth. He's definitely on cocaine. Like he's leaving. Like I've been, and he's like glistening, like he's glowing.
Right.
Like I've been that guy. I know that guy. I was that guy when you're like just. One of the reasons I stopped doing cocaine is because of that. You would get this like film over you. It's just like it's a constant, like you're always hot. So you just get this like feeling when you wake up the next day.
Like when it's humid out? Like
yes,
the moisture
it's
feeling?
like you always feel like you have dried salt on you from sweating. Like it's gross.
red, because like I had, I was like, they might be into this stuff. They might be into this stuff. He confirmed that they are into children. I asked him if they were into sacrifices and stuff like that. He said they
Do you thought maybe he was fucking with you,
They
Isaac?
were definitely fucking with you.
weren't, but he was already, lying about other stuff. So who knows?
So this isn't a robot chicken trolling operation for Sacha Baron Cohen right now.
What?
He straight up asked him if he's doing a Sacha Baron Cohen thing.
Fair.
This is not a trolling operation. There are so many rumors about what's going on. I've been accused of working with Spielberg, with Hanks, with Seth,
But what about the whole cocaine thing?
and a lot of the rumors are just like
He
benign.
never
and
addresses the drug stuff. And trust me, I've been in this guy's chat room hammering him with some of our listeners, trolling him hard about the drugs. He never answers the drug stuff because he's on drugs.
Part of like the whole telephone game experience. Like someone said, I wrote Thor. I did not write Thor. I was in Thor for a day and it was fun. And
no, I know. National News said I beat up a transsexual child. Thousands of art won't say where or when. I believe.
Nobody's ever.
Nobody has ever. Alex,
I follow your antics closely. Nobody has ever accused you of that.
That would be the number one thing on this show if we had even a joke article about you beating up a transsexual.
Are you imitating your boy Mike Cernovich now? Is this what you're doing, Alex? No, everybody's saying I'm a pedophile demon. They're coming after me every day. No, they're not, Alex. Relax. So one of you watches.
They're stalking my kids.
They're not.
Believe me, I've been experiencing it.
I'm well aware. I know the struggle, my friends. I know the struggle.
Tom, you got any points here? Because I'm not judging Isaac.
Tom, you got any points? But I'm going to talk all over you.
Issac Kappy. He's just. I have to try to research this.
Right. I guess here's my big question.
Fat Hitler.
Obviously, if you don't go
Fat
along
Hitler,
with these
ladies and
people, what
gentlemen.
you're saying is you kind of get blacklisted. So my question is, were you still getting jobs by not being friends with the names you've mentioned? Or, I mean, is this essentially a
this just happened. It's a James
Just immediate. Lets him get one sentence out, and Alex is back on him.
Gunn thing happened 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Exactly. Have you been blacklisted? What pressure have you gotten?
To be honest, my work fell off ever since.
You never had a career, Isaac.
No, he didn't. He has.
You're an extra. You're a featured extra.
He's an extra.
Ever since Pizzagate, and when I was looking into this stuff, I don't think I worked at all last year. I haven't worked this year. So look, I don't even care about acting in movies anymore. Every script I got, I had a couple of auditions here and there for little stuff, and I'm like, I'm just not into this stuff at all.
So you didn't get any of them. I got it.
Right? No, he didn't get any of them.
So
he's not interested in them.
So you didn't get it. Yeah, it's like if I go up to a young lady and I'm like, hey, I like your style. You want to go out sometime? And she goes, no. And then I go back to sit next to Royce and I'm like, whatever. She's gross anyway.
Ugly anyway. Who gives a shit?
That's what happened. That's what Hollywood did to you, right, Isaac?
Sure.
So
what
I
about the
don't care,
soul sucking?
but-
Do you feel the soul sucking when you're there?
Okay, I can't.
Yeah,
I can't with this guy.
Hey, Mike, do me a favor.
Soul sucking. They suck on your soul.
Don't in my bookcase.
It's like your soul is a titty, right? And the Hollywood globalist pedophiles, they're trying to suck your spiritual energy out of your spirit titty, like a little gerbil drinking out of one of those little water bottles. What the fuck are you rambling on about? They are both on drugs. Fuck them.
All right. Look, we've come up to the first break of the show. RevengeOfTheSith.com/donate if you want to become a contributing member to the show. Streamlabs.com/RevengeOfTheSith if you want to help us get to DC, which is coming up in less than a month. We have our hotel booked, so we're definitely going. If you guys want to do some sort of meetup there, you figure it out and let us know, because I'm not down to do that work. We have some other stuff, and we got a couple people that are going to help us film, so thank you guys that are going to help us film there, because we want to actually enjoy our time there instead of it being this whole big thing where Mike and I leave us sweaty messes.
Remember, bonus points for anybody who brings Adderall.
Do you see the email?
Oh, did we get an email about Adderall?
Check our email.
Oh, I was kidding, kind of.
Check our email.
We're going to make that happen.
I sent you a screenshot and everything.
Hey, because this is gonna be because look,
we're kidding. We're not actually gonna do. Mike has a prescription.
Yeah, of course. I was kidding.
Jesus. We'll be right back. Oh, Patreon.com/we're not sorry. Help us out. All right.
You know what this reminds me of? I know we're just about to go to break,
Yeah,
but it's my buddy Mike Spurlock years ago used to tour with Mitch Hedberg. It's like his big thing on his resume. And he was one of Mitch Hedberg's regular touring acts. And he used to use Mike Spurlock to get him drugs because he didn't want to get arrested. So he'd always go up on stage and he'd be like, hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Hey, by the way, does anybody have any heroin? Mike wants to know.
We'll be right back in 5 minutes. Talk amongst yourself, friends. Resist.
The most exciting 2 hours of television is back with an all-new Revenge of the Sis. As Royce and Mersch continue to track an international deep state pedophile ring, their journey to the nation's capital is put on hold as Orlando's best police cops receive a cryptic message from an old colleague.
It's a message from my old partner. He needs to see us in Los Angeles right now. Says it's related to our case.
Do you trust him?
As much as I trust you, partner.
What's to know then? A detour from their original investigation finds these no-nonsense detectives in the middle of Hollywood.
Thanks for meeting me. We can't talk low. They're probably following me.
Who's following you?
The Podesta brothers. They've got eyes everywhere, Lopez.
Now trapped between deep state globalists and the Hollywood elite, Lopez and Mercer are on the case. They're no longer avenging Orlando. They're saving America. And this week, they're taking on Pedowood.
I've been working this case. This Dan Schneider guy, producer at Nickelodeon, he's into kids. Or feet. Or kids' feet.
Yeah, the iCarly guy.
How do you know all this?
Thanks for meeting me.
No problem, Miss Bynes.
This is Amanda Bynes? Jesus, she looks terrible.
Dude, she can hear you.
Watch this week as the web grows bigger, the case becomes more complex, and more older model cars get wrecked and plenty of nameless extras get shot. This week on an all-new Revenge of the Sis, followed by Nazi Lawyer. USA, hotels don't have Netflix.
For this performance in Delaware.
To make your shopping day a little easier.
Mervyn's Dollar Day sale is going on right now, and that means great buys on clothes for kids. All this week, you can save on boys' clothes by Campus Le Tigre. Short-sleeve Le Tigre knits are the shirts all the boys will be wearing back to school.
Do you like pranks, guns, and jokes about retarded people? Well, so do we, but odds are your liberal snowflake friend doesn't. How would you like an easy, cost-effective way of screwing with that friend anonymously without losing your Twitter account? Guns for Tards is the perfect way to trigger SJW anonymously through the mail. For a low fee, your target will receive a beautifully designed professional mailer from our fictional Guns for Tards charity, containing a thank you letter for their donation. They'll be led to believe that money was donated in their name to a charity that advocates Second Amendment rights for the mentally handicapped people in their area. For a few extra bucks, they will receive pictures and a detailed profile of a retarded person who they helped harm. It's all fun and games, well, except for that idiot who gets this in their mailbox and freaks out. Messing with someone through the mail is effective. Most people do it trolling over the internet, but regular mail is way more invasive. Whether it's a boss, an ex, or a liberal professor you don't like, this is the perfect way to screw with someone anonymously for the cost of a cup of coffee. Well, a cup of coffee in Manhattan, in a fancy coffee shop. Check out www.gunsfortards.com and select a package today. Use promo code MERSH for 10% off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. We can make him better than he was before. Better, stronger, faster. A new night, a new time. The Sully Show returns to More Like Radio, Tuesdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern before Dutch and Royce. Tuesday nights will never be the same.
I am the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace. I am a thatched roof cottage in Wales. I am the best of Great Britain. I am British Caledonian Airways.
From Time Life Music comes a one-of-a-kind Rat Pack collection of their most bigoted songs. All your favorite once-acceptable hits like Drunk Old Injun.
The drunk old Injun squatting in his teepee, fire water keeping him warm.
Jewish Nose.
She's got a big, beautiful Jewish nose, and it's there 2 minutes early wherever she goes.
Dean Martin singing Chinaman's Chance.
And Mr. Chinaman say in his Chinaman way, a ding-a-ling, a ching, a chong, a ching, a chong, choo.
Phew, stinky Frenchmen.
Paris is lovely and Nice sure is nice, and Marseille is charming with champagne on ice. But you stinky Frenchmen haven't a clue. Pew stinky Frenchmen, frog you.
Hey there, Fruity.
Hey there, Fruity, you can do my hair. Hey there, Fruity, don't touch me down there. Hey there, Fruity, again, I don't approve.
And many more.
Second hour, Revenge of the Sis. Thank you for staying with us on this Monday. A lot of the stuff happening. A lot of stuff happening this weekend, and we're going to try to cover as much of it as we can. But let's face it, we're probably going to get stuck on one issue, and then the prep will just hold over and hold over and hold over like it normally does. RevengeOfTheSis.com/donate if you want to help the show. Streamlabs.com/Revenge of the Sis if you want to help us get to D.C. That is the District of Columbia, not gross actual Columbia.
Or the comics.
Right. Even grosser. Do you want to talk about the Sky King?
Yeah, man. This is, most of you guys know this story already, but a gentleman stole a plane from Seattle-Tacoma Airport. He was a baggage handler there. He just went on a joyride around the skies before crashing the plane on a remote island. I don't know why, but this really affected a lot of people. Like, I was genuinely sad over this guy.
Yeah, did you listen to the action?
Yeah,
I heard him this morning.
Yeah, we were we spent some time this weekend on this guy. Everybody was like, we love this dude. He didn't want to hurt anybody, which is the difference between this guy and a real piece of shit.
Yeah. No, it's here.
When we first started hearing about this at about 8:15 tonight.
Right. So there's a lot that we don't know, but this is kind of what we've been able to reconstruct. So about that time, we are shortly afterward, we are hearing that basically somebody has stolen a plane from SeaTac, as hard as that is to believe. There are a lot of questions.
By the way, it's not that hard to believe because he was a mechanic. Like people, because a lot of people are going, can you believe that? I could believe it. I 100% could believe it. It goes to show you that there probably isn't a lot of crazy mechanics that are going to go do that. But I, of course, could believe it.
I think he was a ground service agent, so he was a baggage handler. He wasn't a. I don't even think.
I read mechanic.
Really? Okay.
That's what I read. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm sure people will correct us.
Going to be obviously asked here. One was, did whoever took this airplane, who may have been a mechanic for Horizon Airlines, with some knowledge about getting this airplane started and up in the air and going, was there some sort of?
I think the misinformation was that he was a mechanic.
I think you. Okay, I'm looking it up.
I think everyone assumed he was a mechanic because nobody thought that a baggage handler would be able to get into a plane, fuel it, fly it.
Microsoft Flight Simulator is really detailed now, my friend.
But just saying, most people probably went, "Oh, you had to be a mechanic at least." You know what I mean? Where no
ground service agent identified as Richard B. Russell, according to law enforcement, exposed as a troubling reality of. Okay, so New York Times. It's already happening.
No, well, all it exposed was the troubling reality of how easy your jobs are, pilots. Stop trying to act like you're fucking sky doctors, okay? Let's be fair here. This man proved this. I saw this guy do a barrel roll and then fucking pull the nose up before he hit the water.
But I read that he had hypoxia because he couldn't pressurize the cabin. He was.
So that's even hard. It's even easier to run a plane then.
Yeah, I know. But my point is that some people were saying he was stoned or fucked up. But I think it's hypoxia. If you don't pressurize the cabin correctly, you don't get oxygen to your brain. I actually played some videos of hypoxia
He
today.
said it in the audio recordings. He actually said, "Is there any way I can pressurize his cabin? Because I'm getting lightheaded."
Right.
Like he straight up said it. But I mean, this guy, even in that state of mind, did a barrel roll in a giant. By the way, not a jet engine, a twin prop, big old plane. It was not a new plane. It was. I don't even think it was being used. It was decommissioned, I think. And this motherfucker did a barrel roll. Almost, he went upside down and started losing altitude. Any pilots would have crashed that plane. He somehow turned it up. It was amazing.
He stole a plane near Seattle. Here, let's play some of the video. I'll play some of the video while I play some of the...
in the Burlington area.
120.4, squawk 4671.
Want to come in here and start talking to Rich as well?
373 Cell Tower, runway 16 right, clear to land.
16 right, clear land. Let's go, sir.
3 Tower, Skyline 4581.
753 traffic, total clock 4 miles, same direction, Embraer 175 at 4,000, they're going to the same runway. 38, for the maintain, 7,000.
This was the...
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't even show the barrel roll, though.
No, I have one that does. I had a few videos.
But that was right after the barrel roll, and he almost crashes into the water. But, man, he pulls it out. This dude's fucking... he's a hero. He's a fucking hero.
Here, I got it. Here's the barrel roll.
It's incredible how he does this.
7,000, Delta 2338. Frontier 141, reduce it to 190, you'll be entering the downwind here shortly.
And that's where you really start losing altitude when you're upside down. Look at this. He should have crashed there. Look at this.
22, 23, set approach welcome, expect runway 16 right.
What the hell is this guy doing?
Rest in peace, Sky King.
Yeah, that double prop, you're right. That's an old plane, man.
It's not a new plane.
No.
That style of plane isn't around anymore.
Yeah, that's a double prop. You can tell.
You know, I genuinely, like I said, I was sad about this, obviously, for I don't know why. I guess a lot of guys were. A lot of particularly angry, sort of disenfranchised young white men saw some of themselves in this guy, every one of us. And his frustration, the fact that even in his frustration and his desperation and his decision to end his life and do it on his own terms, he was insistent on not hurting anybody. He didn't, like, that's what really made me like, okay, I like this guy. Like,
a lot of people that care about me, and it's going to disappoint them to hear that I did this. I would like to apologize to each and every one of them. Just a broken guy. Got a few screws loose, I guess. Never really knew it until now. I'm down to 2,100. I started like 30-something. 100 pounds of fuel.
Rich, you said you're at 2,100 pounds of fuel left?
Yeah, I don't know what the burnout is like on takeoff, but yeah, it burned quite a bit faster than I expected.
Do it again, man.
Yeah.
I don't. It really bugs me, this guy. Like, he was so funny about it. He shitposted the entire time he was up there. He fucked with them the entire time he was up there. He was smiling. You could hear him smiling. Like, and he was insistent on not hurting anybody. And that's the big thing. If this guy took a plane and crashed it back into the airport and hurt a bunch of people, we'd be talking about what a massive piece of shit he is.
You're right.
But he didn't want to hurt anybody. And there was one point in the recordings, and I don't know if it's in this, where he actually says to them, "Hey, I'm really sorry, man. I hope I'm not ruining your day." Like, he was a nice dude.
Yeah.
And the media did cut out the "I'm a white guy" comment. All the major media outlets cut out his, when he was like, "Oh, you think they'll give me a job as a pilot?" And they're like, "Just land the plane. I'm sure they'll give you whatever." And he's like, "Nah, I'm a white guy." Like, there are memes of him now with the plane in the air. It just says, "Nah, I'm a white guy."
Hear this some more.
Okay. Down to the southeast, please.
This is probably like jail time for life, huh? I mean, I would hope it is for a guy like me.
And okay. Very good. Thank you. Right now he's just flying around, and he just needs some help controlling his aircraft. Very good.
Nah, I mean, I don't need that much help. I played some video games before. I would like to figure out how to get this cabin altitude. Like, I know where the box is. I would like to get some, make it pressurized or something, so I'm not so lightheaded.
Anyway.
Minimum wage. We'll chalk it up to that. Maybe that'll grease the gears a little bit with the higher up. Maybe, yeah.
He's just
fucking... Damn it, Andrew! People's lives are at stake here!
Now, Rich, don't say stuff like that.
Nah, I just told you I don't want to hear no one. I just want you to whisper sweet nothings into my ear. Hey.
This guy's fucking great.
He's a hero, dude.
Yeah.
He really is. And for those of you there are a lot of people out there that were. Some guy actually had the balls to say, well, fuck this guy. He didn't crash it into an IRS building or the Capitol building, so what? He's not no hero. It's like, so you wanted him to murder innocent people?
That would have made him a hero?
I'm like, no, this made him a hero. He said to the system, fuck you. I'm getting in this plane, and I'm flying this bitch, and I'm going to do a barrel roll and kill myself, and you're not going to stop me. And I'm going to run my mouth the entire time and fuck with people. So... posthumously, we are awarding him the title of captain.
You to whisper sweet nothings into my ear. Hey, you think if I land this successfully, Alaska will give me a job as a pilot?
I think they would give you a job of doing anything if you could pull this off.
Yeah, right. Nah, I'm a white guy.
If you wanted to land, probably the best bet is that runway just ahead and to your left. Again, that's McCord Field.
Dude, this guy. Now he's flying a plane in heaven, Mike.
You almost said in the sky. You almost said in the
but
sky.
I didn't though.
Look again, man. There's I think that a lot of people just saw themselves in this dude. I think there's a lot of, especially like I've noticed the alt-right has embraced this guy because there are a lot of tired, worn out, frustrated people who feel like they're getting replaced in their own country. They feel like they don't belong to anything anymore. There's no more like human interaction. There's no more empathy. It's just everybody's on the internet shitposting. And this guy just felt lost, and he decided to just take the last few minutes of his life for himself and do what the fuck he wanted to do. There's some guy that wrote something really awesome. Jace O'Neill. He's one of the guys I'm friends with on Facebook, and he wrote, "The Sky King's story is not a tragedy. It would have been a tragedy if he never got in that cockpit and never fired up those props and soared into the sky. It would have been a tragedy if he continued on, never really alive, but not quite dead. The Sky King's story is not a tragedy. It is a triumph. Don't feel sad because he's dead. He was dead before he ever took off, long before that. Feel happiness for the brief moment he was able to live."
You know what? I like that.
And I agree with that wholeheartedly. And I think that despite everybody, a lot of us being kind of sad, the reason why this guy is so celebrated right now is because they're just literally like, I know some people are memes and it's mean, but I feel like Nassim and I feel like Sky King are both two people that got memed with love. Like, people love those two.
You're right.
And I know, like, I got a lot of shit yesterday on Twitter. So you think it's okay to go in and shoot people at YouTube? And I was like, and actually Jesse from Pod Awful said at first, he was like, yeah, I mean, she did shoot 3 people at YouTube. And I said, yes. Did she shoot 3 people or did she shoot 3 members of YouTube staff? And I got crucified on the internet. I'm like, nobody got hurt because Nassim is a woman and she was terrible at things,
Right.
just
She
like
was
Jesse
bad,
from
yes.
Pod Awful says. But again, it's yeah, I do relate to these people because everything's broken, dude, and some people don't know how to fix it. This guy figured out a way to fix it.
Well, then one last thing for our Sky King. Press F for respect, guys, for Sky King, please. By the way, the truth is, in the Top Gun game, landing was always the hardest part anyway. The flying was easy, but landing on that aircraft character, look, if anyone played Top Gun, you knew how this was going to end. And
Anybody,
it was not well.
Yeah, everybody knows that that's the worst part of a plane.
Yeah, the landing.
The only time I'm really nervous on a plane is when we're landing.
Yeah.
Especially in really shitty weather.
Oh, that's the
like
worst,
when you're in
yeah.
like clouds, airport. Like, I don't know how they do that.
You're right. You're like, oh, with the ground.
I'm always really nervous when I fly to like the Pacific Northwest or like anywhere where it's just shitty all the time. You're like, oh boy. Or when I fly back into Florida.
We'll cover this quick because we never got to cover it. It's already old news at this point. But the New Mexico compound where the extremist Muslim was training kids to commit school shootings.
Yeah, this was the thing that Alex Jones claims got him banned.
No, it wasn't.
Swear to God, he was saying it today.
Everyone's been
I got banned because reporting on the Muslim compounds. Like, no, you didn't. You got banned for Sandy Hook. Stop it, stupid.
Court records filed yesterday tell us two important things. At least some of the kids were there to learn how to fire weapons with the intent to commit a school shooting. And secondly, that sick little boy who was kidnapped by his father died and was buried at the compound. In all, police found 11 children with no food, water, or electricity, along with an AR-15 rifle, 5 30-round magazines, and 4 loaded pistols. Now, the county filed child abuse.
By the way, something that needs to be pointed out. I don't know if it's different now, but after this happened, if you were to go to HuffPo, CNN, New York Times, and you were to search extremist Islam or extreme Muslim, do a word search in the article, it would never come up. It was not coming up. Secondly, a lot of people have brought up. If this was a white guy in Texas that was teaching his kids to shoot up a school,
oh yeah, no, this would be
every day we would not stop hearing about it.
President Trump needs to appoint a commission on anti-alt-right activity. It would have been the end of us.
So because it was on the front page of CNN maybe for half a day. After that, it was Jeff Sessions fires back at Trump and that bullshit.
These people need to be taken at Guantanamo Bay, in my opinion.
Agreed. This is war on our soil, isn't it?
Yeah, this is Guantanamo Bay type. And I'm not a big fan of Guantanamo Bay or many of the things we've done over there.
But that's because he doesn't like any part of Cuba.
But I don't. Yeah, they're gross. But no, it's mostly like we misused torture and torture like everybody now. Like there's not even any prerequisites. We just torture everybody from the Middle East.
Right.
But this is 3-5 prime candidates for torture. In my opinion.
Agreed. They look like
I don't even care if they have information to extract. Just torture.
They look like African Muslims.
Filed child abuse charges against these 5 defendants. The man on the right is Siraj Wahaj. 2 of the women are his sisters, the other his wife. The other male is Lucas Morton. He is married to one of the sisters. Now, according to court records, one of the children told a foster parent that the defendants trained the child in the use of an assault rifle in preparation for future school shootings. Records filed yesterday tell us Siraj Wahaj child in the use of an assault rifle in preparation for future school shootings. And the women are accused of transporting children across state lines for the purpose of receiving advanced weapons training to commit future acts of violence.
Remember when people used to give a shit about Muslim extremism? Remember when that was like a problem?
Remember 9/11?
I remember. I loved him at 9/11.
Now, after receiving a text last week saying we are starving, a SWAT team moved in and arrested the suspects.
During the FBI and Georgia information was shared to us indicating that there
Doesn't he
could
sound like
possibly
Hank
be
Hill?
weapons on the compound. We also had local information that shooting was taking place at this compound.
Look where he clips his iPhone on. I don't trust this guy at all.
What is that about?
That's not where it goes.
Are you IRL streaming officer?
Yeah, he is. He
You're supposed to be doing that.
Knew from surveillance that there was a
I just
shooting.
want to say shout out to the CX family. I always keep it 10 toes down.
And his Streamlabs starts going off while he's there. Say the 14 words.
it's just
This is over and over again. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I leave my text to speech.
I apologize. He has a bomb.
No, he needs to use whenever the N bombs start flying out of your phone in an IRL stream. Always go with the Arab Andy defense, which is no defense at all. Oh, I'm sorry, I was on FaceTime. Like he says that as like that. That doesn't alleviate it.
No,
that makes it
worse.
Like,
yeah. You idiot.
Sorry, I'm on FaceTime.
Maybe he uses his iPhone as a body camera. That's a terrible body camera.
Range built on the west side of the property.
So police had the site under surveillance for about 2 months, but when they got that text about food and water, that's when they moved in.
That's right, William. So what can you tell us about that little boy that actually led them there that police were searching for? And then this group also has ties to a radical cleric?
Right. Well, the sheriff has called this group Muslim extremists, but he did not.
The father of the New Mexico compound suspect reportedly linked to a 1993 World Trade Center bombing.
elaborate. Now, initially, police, as you said, were looking for this little boy, soon to be 4 years old, Abdul Wahaj. He was kidnapped last year by his father, Siraj, who believed the boy was possessed by the devil and planned to perform an exorcism. In fact, the child couldn't walk because of epilepsy. Now, Wahaj's father is a controversial Islamic cleric from Brooklyn who was named but never charged as a co-conspirator in the 1990s.
Friends with Linda Sarsour, by the way.
Of course.
Just very important to point that out.
93 World Trade Center bombing. He also praised the man convicted in that bombing and called the CIA and the FBI, quote, the real terrorists. Now,
again, this would be still all you would see from Occupy Democrats would be, and they say that the brown people are the terrorists, homegrown terrorists. If it was white people,
Why are we allowing this? Why are we allowing this?
What do you mean? Why? You don't want to be called a racist, do you?
No, I'm fine with that.
No, not. But
I call myself that.
The proverbial you.
Just bugs me, man.
The proverbial you. Where? Okay. We have some Elizabeth Warren, your favorite.
Hate this woman.
Runs with Gimmick. That's her Indian name, I believe.
Never let it go.
Is Runs with Gimmick. Let's hear it.
So, as a young American of color, your recent comments that you made in New Orleans are just a little bit concerning to me. You said that the justice system, and I just want to quote you so I say it right, is racist from front to back. I'm just concerned that your rhetoric there is inciting some of the division that you claim that the president is purporting. You say that Donald Trump undermines the justice system, but it highly concerns me that you made a blanket statement that the over 400 federal judges of color, thousands of law enforcement officers of color, and even the new black police commissioner of Boston of color are racist.
I want to see Elizabeth Warren slip through those curtains like Homer Simpson.
It just disappeared.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
And
she's squinting, going, "Oh, that's definitely a black guy." Oh boy. Oh boy.
Do you feel it is beneficial as a federal representative to blanketly claim that the entire justice system, and I mean like blanketly, and the hardworking Americans that serve in that capacity are racist?
So thanks, Wesley. I appreciate your asking the question. Did you listen to the interview? Did you actually see the interview?
I did, yes.
Well, if you did, then you know.
Hey, lady, that is a real cunty way to start off an exchange. Have you ever spoken to people before?
Not unless you're smoking a peace
Because
pipe.
if you had spoken to people before, you'd already learned that that's a cunty way to present your topic.
I did, yes.
Well, if you did, then you know that this wasn't about individuals. I didn't call any individual anything. What I was talking about is a system
She's panicking, by the way.
that has a lot of good people in it.
You never said that.
She's having an Ocasio-Cortez moment right now. No, but
Panicking.
if you at the top 1% or 4% of 2%.
A lot of people, law enforcement officers, judges, public defenders, who, by golly, have dedicated their
By golly. This is the woman that's going to challenge Donald Trump in 2020? By golly. Pocahontas over here.
You know, I'll be honest with you, Elizabeth, you'd have a lot better chance if you shot me with an arrow from horseback than actually running against me in an election.
lives to getting out there to try to build a justice system that works. And who themselves...
But you said from front to back, though. That's the whole system.
From front to back. Me no like 'em, President.
have come forward and said, this system needs reform.
And what sucks is, right, you got to listen to these pontificating assholes. People are always too afraid to interrupt them. No. That's not what you said, though.
That's right.
It's not what you said.
You're spinning it right now, you piece of shit.
It's like Roy said. What about the front to back part?
Yeah.
That's the part.
Front to back is all of it, you know? If you go to a mechanic and they go, we got to fix your car front to back, They're not going to go, nah, but the door handles are fine. No, they're going to fix the car from front to back. The whole car's totaled. Fuck you, you cunt. You cunt. And then when it's a black person, of course, it's handled with care and with ease. But again, like you said, it was the very, very cunty. Like, oh, I'm sorry. Have you ever read a book?
Excuse me, boy.
Yeah.
But you don't tell me. You don't tell this senator lady what to do.
Photos have surfaced of Guardians director James Gunn at a pedophile themed party. Now, we are going to analyze this.
Oh boy.
We're going to analyze this. Okay? There's no kids there, by the way. These are all adults dressed as kids. So I just want to point that out. So while we read this, and then we will decide if this changes our view.
All right.
Mike, all right? Okay. Also consider the source. This is from Breitbart. Breitbart is the same one that said he definitely had the blog with the kids, and it turned out that was fake. So I'm just putting it out there. Consider the source, but let's read it. Guardians of the Galaxy director James Gunn attended a pedophile-themed party, according to photographs surfacing online. The Daily Caller's Ian Miles Chong.
He's with the Daily Caller now.
He wrote one article. Appears to have been the first to find and publish the photos seen below. Now, Ian Miles Chong was one of the few people that was defending James Gunn. He goes, I wish I never defended James Gunn. And then there's a picture, what it looks like a magic card, you know? And it says, I throw a lot of theme parties. And then it's a picture of, him with women dressed like kids. The now disgraced Gunn.
Wait, he's dressed like a priest.
Correct.
So he's clearly shitting on the Catholic Church.
It's a theme. I like I've seen those. You've seen those Halloween costumes too, yeah.
No. I want to know why you pieces of shit on the left still defend guys like Michael Alec, who is, as we speak, parading around with young Desmond, doing live streams with him. Michael Alec murdered his drug dealer in the 80s and chopped him up in a bathtub. And was given a sweetheart deal because at the time the DA thought that he would flip on the club owners, Peter Gation and all them. And then they ended up not using him because he was a murderer. So they're like, it's going to hurt the case. Peter Gation went away forever. He still got his sweetheart deal. You guys celebrate guys like Michael Alec who literally threw murder theme parties all the time. And murdered somebody, and then threw theme parties where he bragged about murdering a guy. You guys still carry him around on your goddamn shoulders. Fucking stop this shit. I'm tired of this.
The now disgraced Gunn was fired by the Walt Disney Company last month after countless jokes about child rape were dug up on his Twitter account. The jokes were more than 5 years old, and he also mocked sensitive subjects such as AIDS, the Holocaust, Mexicans, and ass-raping women.
Show me the fucked kids. Give me one fucked kid by James Gunn. I will go guns blazing on this dude. I don't even need proof. Give me a complaining witness. Give me one kid that will go, James Gunn diddled me. And I will personally fly to LA and strangle the man if that's what you want. But that's not what's going on. Is he in with fucking Cerno now? This little fucking karate chop? This little mongrel-looking fucking thing.
Also found on
Ian Miles Chong literally looks like a coconut. If you made
a coconut in a Pixar cartoon,
an anthropomorphized fucking talking coconut in a cartoon, it would look like Ian Miles Chong.
Also found on Gung's website, which apparently took down in a panic as the old tweets began to circulate, was a video he titled "Video 100 Pubescent Girls Touch Themselves." Okay, so that was already proved to have been a bunch of adult women singing "I Touch Myself," the song "I Touch Myself," which featured a chorus of what looks like high school age girls. They were not high; they were definitely older than high school, by the way.
So Ian Miles Chong has joined this Spurgfest now for clicks. You know what? We should have just piled on to James Gunn. It probably would have been easier.
Gunn added this comment to the video. Houston Huddleston posted this video on my Facebook page with the note, I thought you'd appreciate this. My response, appreciated. I just came all over my own face. A few months later, the same Houston Huddleston, after being charged with soliciting a minor to appear in child pornography, pleaded guilty to possession of child pornography. So wait a second. Maybe he was making a joke about that, and that, you know what I'm saying? But you understand, like, because this was already in the news. He pleaded guilty a few years, but just putting that out there. Despite his objective disturb, and by the way, even if he was, do you know most people that fucking do things with kids, they're not out and out about it. Like how would you know? Are you going to be responsible for everything your friend does?
Yeah, like you don't meet your friend and go, so how are things doing on the child pornography set?
Well, you
How
do
are
if you're
guys
Issac
doing?
Kappy and you're Seth Green.
You know, I was talking to Zack Snyder the other day, and he was watching some of your child pornography, and he said more lens flares would look really cool.
That'd be great.
Lens
you're right.
flares. Yeah.
Despite his objective disturbing past behavior ever since his firing, his fans, including the entire Guardians of the Galaxy cast, have lobbying hard to convince Disney to rehire him. None of Gunn's defenders, though, have ever addressed Gunn's connection to Huddleston, and the left-wing entertainment media have all coordinated an effort to pretend the connection doesn't exist. Again,
he might know the guy.
He might know him. So doesn't mean that he was fucking kids with him.
I knew a guy in a strip club business. I can't remember his name now. It was Sean something. Sean McSomething. He was a potato N-word.
Mm-hmm.
He was a known strip club DJ in the Tampa Bay area, over on the Clearwater side. And Sean was known for being a bit of a douche. He was known for being a guy that would get in a lot of fights. He was a drunk. He was a degenerate in general. But nobody could have imagined that he was banging his stepkids and filming it. Very, 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 very young stepkids. Like almost baby stepkids. And again, we all had some loose affiliation with this guy. Like, you could probably, before the kid diddling thing, I doubt it because I didn't have a lot of dealings with him and we never worked together. But I guarantee you that me and this guy, Sean, have been to at least 2 of the same events and could have possibly been photographed having a drink at the same event. Nobody knew this guy was a fucking diddler. And after people found out, nobody talked to him anymore. You know what I mean? It's not like he's still hitting the town with Houston Huddleston. You know what I mean?
Right.
Nobody knew this guy Sean would have fucking raped his kid and filmed it. And as soon as he found out, he was persona non grata. But you can't connect what this guy did to me because I maybe worked with him in a club once for a week.
Right.
It's mind-boggling the fucking weird loose connections you're trying to create to just push this narrative so you can get clicks. This is disgusting.
And the thing I don't get is Ian Miles Strong was defending him and then about all his posts, and then he had these. Now he doesn't anymore because of this party, because he had a party. Again, can you think this party was disgusting? Yeah, sure, but there weren't any kids getting fucked there. I don't understand it. This is not, again, like Mike said earlier. I'll add this to the list. Is this going to help us get our country back, Mike? This is what's going to help us taking down James Gunn from going to these parties? That's it? We fixed it? Country's fixed, guys.
I don't think that's
how any of it works?
No, that's not how any of it works.
Also, Vimeo just dropped Alex Jones, too.
Did they?
Vimeo drops InfoWars content after burst of new videos. Alex Jones.
Are you fucking serious?
Still think he's getting it back, Mike?
We might have to pull our support of Vimeo.
I'll stop paying him. We'll have to find another place to back up our shows.
We might need to stop paying them because it's fucked. I'd rather back up on BitChute if that's how you're gonna fucking be, dude. We were paying what $7-8 a month for Vimeo as a free platform to free speech platform for us to archive our show on, where we'd never get hit. But we've already been hit with a copyright strike on there once, and now you got Alex. I don't like this.
Vimeo drops InfoWars content after a burst of new videos. Alex Jones and InfoWars are running out of places to turn. This is from the Daily Beast. After Vimeo decided to remove its content. After being removed from Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, and Facebook last week, Jones apparently hoped Vimeo would be a safe haven for him to espouse his conspiracy theories. He was mistaken. InfoWars didn't have much of a presence on Vimeo before last week. Most people, no one has a presence on Vimeo until you get kicked off of YouTube. That's what Vimeo's there for.
Yeah, who else? Vimeo, yeah, and then BitChute too is where Owen Caveman Nitro Energy Benjamin fuck maybe. Oh, you know what? Maybe he got his little from hanging out with Metzger. Huh? Maybe that's right. That's where he picked up the habit.
President of Vimeo before last week posted over 50 new videos on Thursday and Friday. The videos were manually removed by Vimeo's trust and safety team because they violated our terms of service prohibitions on discriminatory and hateful content.
What? No fucking way.
A spokesperson.
Vimeo's about to commit fucking suicide. I'm going to tell you this right now. You're committing suicide because nobody's going to put up with this.
A spokesperson told Business Insider, adding that the company didn't want to profit from InfoWars content. Vimeo is a unit of IAC, which also owns the Daily Beast, the same site reporting it.
And we're giving the Daily Beast money.
Twitter is one of the few mainstream social media platforms where Jones is still welcome. He also has been spotted trying his best to find an audience on Google+.
This is gross. Like, this is... I didn't even realize... See this, man? Like, everybody...
Go ahead.
I get so much shit for pointing out the city folk and how they own everything. But why is it that every time we do some digging and find out, it doesn't matter who you're paying or for what service, it all filters back up to fucking city folk. Sean Rainey was the diddler's name. That was bothering me. Just
You
popped
got
back
it?
in my head. Yeah, Sean Rainey. What a fucking...
This here's from the Daily Mail. This is a British conspiracy theorist who died suddenly at 39 in Poland after vomiting black liquid had his laptop wiped by authorities before they returned it to his family. From the Daily Mail. Okay. A conspiracy theorist's laptop and mobile will be analyzed at the inquest into his death after UFO expert vomited 2 liters of black fluid and died at age 39. Max Spear's laptop was wiped when authorities returned it after his death more than 2 years ago during a trip to Poland to attend a conference.
What?
Today, a pre-inquest review of the Guildhall in Sandwich, Kent, heard how the contents of his SIM card were also of particular interest. Before he died, Mr. Spires messaged his mother, Vanessa Bates, saying, "Your boys are in trouble. If anything happens to me, investigate." An initial inquest opened in December 2016 when the court heard that he vomited 2 liters of black liquid, but the inquest was adjourned last year. The father of 2 allegedly made many enemies in his investigations. His inquest will now be held over 4 days from January 7, 2019. Authorities in Poland, where Mr. Spies was attending a conference, initially included the sudden death was due to natural causes. Vomiting black liquid?
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
At the pre-inquest review today in Sandwich, Kent, the court heard the barrister for Max's mother, Adam Taylor, who called for a member of the Polish emergency service to appear as a witness. Sections of the 700-page docket of statement and evidence assembled was translated from Polish to next year's inquest. Possible evidence over whether disciplinary proceedings would be brought up against police officers in Poland over Spire's death should also be heard. Mr. Taylor said that Mr. Spire's laptop was wiped, but that it was not empty at the time of his death. He confirmed analysis of the laptop and a mobile phone that belonged to him should also be present. The way in which we returned it was done to them clearly one of the biggest mysteries, he said. The family has no knowledge whatsoever of what the results of the analysis were. So they got his laptop. He died of some sort of... He's apparently a UFO dude. That's what they're saying. But other conspiracy stuff, too. They gave them back the laptop wiped and
That's
the
weird.
SIM card. That's weird, right? Today's felt very positive. It's just over 2 years now. I didn't expect him to go to Poland and not come back. We've got hundreds of pages. We are working our way through which are all in Polish. It's very difficult, but gradually we've worked our way through it. There certainly was some mention of that from the Polish side. At the time, Coroner Alan Butson told the court he will stay awaiting a report from the Polish authorities, adding that the workload of the Kent police may delay forensic analysis of Mr. Spire's phone or computer. This was 2 years ago, you fucking liars. I don't know, man. I don't know what he got into. I don't think they're covering up for aliens, but I do think some of these people do stumble across things.
Yeah, he may have... That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
He probably stumbled across something else.
A military something or other, you know.
Listen, don't go poking your nose where it doesn't belong.
Shit,
Now at 6, a threatening post calling for an attack on ICE.
Feeling strongly on this subject is fine. Putting people's lives in danger, not fine.
A Cambridge man accused of tweeting trouble.
This is terrible.
I love local news. I love
So
local
terrible.
news. I love local news.
So bad.
All right, let's play.
And that man is facing charges after a troubling threat posted to Twitter. Investigators are saying he offered money to anyone who would kill an ICE agent. 7's Sharman Sacchetti is live in Cambridge with more. Sharman.
And Brandon Ziobrowski is accused of offering money so someone could kill a federal immigration agent. Just a short time ago, he was released from federal court in New York on $50,000 bond.
Here's the alpha male.
What the fuck is this thing?
The alpha male that was offering $500 on anyone to kill an ICE agent. What's wrong? What? Oh, I'm sorry. Are you intimidated by a real man?
Wait, did he offered $500?
$500 to anyone that would kill an ICE agent. $500. He lowballed them.
You offered $500 to murder a federal employee. I don't look, man. I'm doing the math here.
Mm-hmm. Is it not worth it, you think?
I'm not even saying that there isn't an amount of money in the world that is worth murdering a federal employee. But like anything in life, everything has a price. I'm pretty sure the going rate on throwing my life away to murder anybody employed in a federal capacity, it would have to be more than $500.
Well, check TaskRabbit. See if we can find someone who'll do it for
Somebody
like
see Angie's list and see
Yeah,
if there's
check it out.
Somebody who will murder ICE agents.
I'll check on Craigslist.
I want at least $750 if I'm going to
Look,
kill
come on.
somebody.
Jesus. Okay.
33-year-old Brandon Ziobrowski of
this
Cambridge,
fucking
accused of using
By the
Twitter.
way, lose the hair.
No,
Just
what
let
are you
it
talking
go.
about? It looks great.
You look like the little onions from Super Mario Brothers 2. You have
He does.
You have Jay Moore's hairline.
He
you
does.
need to let it go.
He looks like Sideshow Bob's brother.
Cecil.
Cecil. That's what you look like Cecil.
Oh, Cecil.
To try to put out a hit on federal immigration agents. In July, he's accused of
Here it
tweeting,
is.
"I am broke, but I will scrounge and literally give $500 to anyone who kills an ICE agent. At me, seriously. Who else can pledge? Get in on this. Let's make this work."
What do you...
@fine_2 is his Twitter name.
But what did you... I doubt it. I doubt that's his thing anymore.
Oh, I'm sure it's gone now.
I'm sure it's gone now. Like, yeah, look, Twitter is fucking lefty as fuck, but that's something they'll be like, nope. Sorry, buddy. Like, we love anti-American, anti-white sentiment on this website, but you need to dial it back, sir.
Brandon Ziobrowski attempted to hire a hitman to murder an ICE agent.
Early this morning, federal agents arrested Ziobrowski in New York, where they say he was visiting friends. The U.S. attorney says the disturbing tweet went out to more than 400 followers and got 2 likes.
Wow, 2 likes.
2, dude. 2. 2
You
likes.
threw your life away for 2 likes. Like, come on, man. Look, I have said some crazy shit on the internet, man, but you got to know the limits. You got to know how to phrase things.
Appears to just be some guy living in Cambridge who feels strongly on this subject. Feeling strongly on this subject is fine. Putting people's lives in danger, not fine.
Ziobrowski is also accused of repeatedly tweeting his desire to slit Arizona Republican Senator John McCain's throat.
Oh, he's not all bad.
yeah,
Hey,
just gonna
sometimes, hey, you win some, you lose some, right? A broken clock, as they say.
Exactly what I
A
was going to say.
broken clock.
It's not all bad.
He's also accused of posting comments like, "Shooting a cop should get you a medal, and thank you, ICE, for putting your lives on the line and hopefully dying. I guess so there's less of you?"
Oh, that
sounds like such a nice
guy. Not nice.
I'm just shocked.
In Ziobrowski's Cambridge neighborhood, people tell us they never expected this out of him.
I think suggesting violence is always reprehensible, and I think it was incredibly stupid. I think it was incredibly stupid and morally unsupportable.
Is this one of his gay neighbors who's also gay?
Who's at least got a point.
The U.S. attorney saying there appears to be a trend in threats against law enforcement and points to recent shootings
Oh, give me 5,000 examples.
of police officers in Massachusetts.
There is a line you don't cross.
Hey, Mike. More like Massachusetts.
Oh,
because the tax rates are high.
A lot in tax.
He got it. It was a thinker.
Good.
Give him a thinker.
That's a good one.
The temperature out there has gotten a little too high. The political rhetoric that we see has now veered into things like we see today.
Well, you're a frumpy bitch, aren't you?
Zabrowski set to appear back in federal court.
Yeah, but she can still get it. She's all right.
No, she can't.
Court here in Massachusetts on August 15th.
Really, you don't like? You don't think
Nah, no way.
she's like? I'm not saying she's hot,
She's not any. No,
but you're like really grossed out, bro. I don't see
am.
the problem.
I don't know. It's just nah.
She's all right. What do you guys say in the chat? One, if she could get it. Two,
Okay.
if she's gross.
One, if she could get it. Two, if she's gross. Let's see what we get here. Let's see what we get.
Yeah, she's all right. I mean, she's a little older. She's not, she's not her prime. But
I'm not saying she need to be in your. But there's plenty of chicks that are older that I think are hot.
yeah, she's all right. I'd smash.
Let's see what we get here. She got the nose. Oh, you're right. What about Mike? Well, Mike's known to date Semitic women, so that's nothing.
It's happened, but
we're getting ones. We're getting a lot of ones,
though.
We're getting one, two, but two doesn't count. Sam, you're a girl. Royce, you
Getting
gay?
a
No,
lot of
you
ones.
gay. You gay.
Yeah, you see, you nigga, you gay. They know.
Hey, no, I'm not.
See,
You gay.
very attractive. She looks like Kirsten Dunst. That's not helping Liberty Astrology.
One after drinks. Two, if you don't go for older women.
Two, I don't go for older women.
One, she has a Polish vibe. One, and two, EXE cutie, I'm gay. All right, well, whatever. So what?
So, yeah, I think she could definitely get it.
All right. Bunch of incels in the chat will bang anything.
She was cute. She wasn't bad looking. Like, I don't know.
disagree.
You
I
are
disagree.
really, really outrageously against this woman.
I don't know what
why.
it was. Maybe I just don't like people from Massachusetts, Mike.
That's a good point.
Think about that. Then you have to talk about the Red Sox all day. I don't want to do that. Guys, we have come to the end of the show, and we still didn't get to everything we could have got to. But we will be back tomorrow with a fresh Revenge of the Sis show. RevengeOfTheSis.com/donate. Please, guys, help us out. Patreon.com/we're-not-sorry. Help us out. Become a patron. All right? You guys are the best. You keep us going. Want to help us get to DC? Streamlabs.com/Revenge of the Sis. We're building up that fun. Somebody take the lead and plan something. If you guys are going to be up there, we'll definitely hang out. Is there a night wave tonight, Mike?
Yes, I'm going to be cutting back night waves, but we'll still do Mondays. We'll still do Wednesdays. I want to start doing some more on the weekends. So I'm cutting some weekdays out of my repertoire, but I'll be there tonight. And who knows? Maybe things will work.
I have to reboot my computer before every show now. Also, tomorrow in the morning, 10 a.m., I'm live with Daywave. If you want to subscribe, it's youtube.com/Daywave Radio. I'll be doing some stuff. Send me some prep. I had a fun day today doing that, so I'm gonna keep doing that during the weekdays. The weekends are mine. Anything else we need to plug, Mike?
No.
All right, guys.
Get out of here.
Let's get the fuck out of here. See you guys tomorrow. Go. Leave. Get out.
Why are you still here?
But hey, don't forget your hat. Get out of here. See you guys. Thank you for listening.